All right, we back at it with another one. I think I'm gonna go Queen's Pawn. No, I'm not thinking Gambit. I'm trying to think of openers. So right now we're going straight into the opener. Part of my voice, I'm a little under. We developing. I'm threatening the Queen. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna get my bishop out, King side. But since he's giving me the big middle, I go for it. I take it. I take his knight. 5 pawn front. I've never done this opening before. I know that confused him. All right, so he castle. A lot of people like to start attacking king side. Sometimes I like to go around the back. He didn't take the bait. I don't want to open that up yet. He'll win that war, but I go that way. And I'm going to push up to where I'm stronger at. Got my queen below. Got the knight, the bishop. His bishop's there. I'm exposing my king. Can't do that. Let's get my queen out of there. Might not have been the best move. But it gave him time to think about what he was doing. So I'm going to move my knight down to G7, D7. And of course, I assume he's going to bring his pawn up. Then he's going to take my pawn on F7, and his queen will put my king in check. Let's see. Make the move. I may take with the queen, but my king exposed. Probably should use my king. Of course, he's going to put me in check. I'm going to go down to G8. He took my knight and he threatened my king, my queen. Bold move because he has a bishop there. He takes my queen. I take bishop. Let me see if that's a smart move. Nah. I lost that exchange. I'm down by 5. 2 rooks and a knight. I can go with that. I don't really need my queen. A lot of people lose their queen and think the game is over. For me, it's just beginning. I don't claim to be a chess master. I just claim to be a chess player. Um, like to share you my thoughts and my tactics, my strategies, what I'm thinking, and see if it works for you, if it works for me. But everything's situational. Iron sharpens iron. All right, so he's threatening my rook. I'm going to threaten that bishop because it's just hanging there. He's going to take my knight. I'm going to threaten soon. See, I was thinking there with the bishop, he could have put me in a whirl of blunders by pinning my knight and his rook exposed on mine. All right, he just put me in check. Go off to the corner. He's protecting the knight, the bishop at e5. Good stuff. If you're a chess beginner, these are type of thoughts you should be having. I'm always thinking, can I put him in check? Can I capture any pieces? Are there any threats? I'm being threatened. Can I threaten the opposing player? And if none of those things check out, then I'll look to develop pieces or set myself up to, put myself in position to win. That's every thought process of mine as I play. It works for me. Will you win every game? No. But it does work for me. I'm assuming he'll go down to G7 with his knight. And of course, I would make the wrong decision. Take. Down by 4 here. Not too far out of this game. He can make horrible mistakes. All right, he's threatening my pawn. I could go for the protection there, but I'm going to go the opposite way. He moves his bishop. You take. I protect, so no checks. And then I'm going to get my rook out. Let's get him active. But if I can get this check, that'd be even better. And what he's about to mess up at is I'm about to fork him at D3 with my knight. So up and below. I'm down by 3. Bishop hanging. Let's get this king out. He's going to start advancing. Now he's just playing tag. I don't want him to advance. He wants to, so he's bringing protection. Let me threaten the protection. He threatens mine. Okay. Let me threaten again. He threatens mine. Let me threaten again. How long would he play tag with me? Okay. I gotta get out of there. Let's go back to protecting my king. Okay. Let's move my pawns out of there. He's back in his position. It's a slight scare. Give him to make a mistake. Um, just push the pawn. Alright, so he's cleared it up. His rook is protecting. His bishop is fake tough. Get rid of his bishop. Let's play the numbers game. Then I can start moving my king over if he goes to promote. And I'm sure that's going to be a pickle we get tied up in. I can't move that rook or I lose that space. I'm going to push my king underneath on b8 to take away that promotion. Not feeling worried because this rook is the only piece that can move around. And it takes at least 2 moves to get down there to check me. By the time you move the rook, I take the pawn. So that rook is kind of pinned down. So he's going to move his king. I have to be smart here, protect my pawns if I can. I take that one. He's going to threaten my rook and get me to move. Check. So one thing with those rooks, you just come close to those from a diagonal. They got to run like I don't know what. Now I'm protecting my rook with my pawn. And being that I'm on that rank, he can't get through that. Or the foul, should I say. He's probably going to push his pawn off h2. Yeah. I'm going to bring my pawn up on h5 to take back so I can keep my rook protected if he takes it. All right. Now what, boss man? Tough decision here. He's about to jump me with his king. Let me go down. Monkey in the middle, huh? Let's go for the check. Not yet. Here's how I'm about to twist him up. Watch this. If it played right, this game would end in the draw. And there's my mistake. Did that cost me the game? Will he take it? He does not take it. And that's what cost him the game. Let me take your pawn. I was thinking about a check. No, rook can't do anything. Bango. Now I'm going to check his king. Get him out of position. Give me the pawn. Check. Get out of dodge. Push his pawn down. I can go for a check. Run out of time here. I could play the rook and king game if you want to go for promotion. All right, so he's moving down. Let's go for that check. I got 33 seconds left. I'm going to keep cheating over. Check. Check again. Check again. I want to put him in a position where I can make an advanced move. And he doesn't want to draw, so he keeps moving around in new spaces. Now, he's in a pickle. And I'm going to threaten this rook. I just got the game back. He has a decision. He might put me in check with his rook at f7. If he does, I'm taking his rook. We go into a draw. His pawn will take my rook, and we draw. And I almost lost this game. I didn't want to do it, but I said, you know what? 5 seconds left. Good game.